Welcome to day 7. We're gonna be checking out if we've gotten any friend requests, any conversations gotten further. This has been a week in. We should be booking our first call here today, and then from there, hopefully booking maybe 2 or 3. The goal is to book 3 to 5 calls per day. Right, that's the idea here. So it's a little bit dark in my area here today, but let's see what we can do. So we've just run the automation queue. I'm gonna go in. I'm going to reload the pipeline, and by the automation queue I just run it manually whenever I log in here, just to check if I have any new friends that came in. You can see, so no new friends came in yesterday. That's okay. So what I'll be doing is adding some new friends here today. I had 15 yesterday, so if we look, or 14, almost 15, right? And then we checked 24. We had just one friend request yesterday, so a little bit of a slower day yesterday. That's okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and run these in the background here. We're just gonna let it run on the side while we record. All right. So we're sending out some friend requests, and then in the meantime, we're gonna go in. I had made the post yesterday, so we have. So we can go in, oh, there you go, like post, things like that. We can have automations do that through FlowChat as well. So inside of our pipeline, for example, here, if I wanted to, after I send the direct message, I can like a post on this one. All right, so we'll add this here today. We'll like a profile post so you can see how easy it is. So before we send a message, we'll like a post, and then we'll save changes. And we could do things like even comment on a post with AI. We're still testing this one. Personally, it depends on what you want to do, but comment with AI, for example. We can enrich a lead, find some emails, phone numbers. You know, that usually is automatically done when you import, so we can find all the other profiles as well. That would be another thing with Ginger. For example, I can start adding her on other profiles, right? But she actually messaged me saying, let me get in touch with my CEO or CTO. So if we go back here, email please. I didn't see that yesterday because I check this once a day. It takes me 10 minutes, 20 minutes. As I record this, I'm documenting this whole journey, starting at Facebook, from scratch all the way to 10K per month plus recurring revenue. So say, sounds good. Perfect. I'll send over an email today when I have a chance. Awesome. Thursday. Okay, so here we're gonna do booking link sent, because we're actually gonna send the booking link, as you see. I'm just gonna go in, and today I'll write an email. I use something called Superhuman, but this is Gmail essentially. So I'm just gonna use my Gmail. We're gonna go in, and we're gonna write a nice little email to Ginger's CTO, and then from there, I'll do that a little bit later today. Most likely gonna book a call. So we have a book call there, which is awesome. We have another message that came inbound, looks like, if I kind of scroll this over, just put myself here. Kenzel, thanks for the friend request. So that's good. Right, and with Kenzel, what we can do, so with Ginger, we're just gonna reload and we'll move her over there. Let's go see. This is in this account. Perfect. Okay. So we had sent the friend request. Right, and now what we can do is we can put him in message received, because we did get a message received. Boom. So now if we go back here, we'll see our message received. Kenzel should be there. Will be there, because I know I do this all the time. right? That is Kenzel. So we can go in and respond. And really cool with FlowChat, we can see the message without even having to leave. And pretty soon, in the next like 30, 60 days, you're going to be able to send the message out of FlowChat directly, if, like typing it in if you want, or we can just send the automation, right? And this could be, for example, even reply with AI. So AI could reply, and that's what we can do here, where I can click this button. It's going to go in, it's going to read what Kenzel said, and then it's going to respond based off of, I have a custom prompt set up, right? So I don't like that one. I'll probably change the prompt, and that's okay. But you can see how from there it can be pretty good. What I'll actually want to do with Kenzel here is say, awesome, thanks for connecting. We're going to use our first message, and we're just going to craft it. And we're going to craft it so that it is, so we'll say, my pleasure. And instead of I'm crazy busy, right? We'll say, here we'll use, let's see what we're gonna say. Let's look at Kensing. So if you want to go personal, what's really good is you can always just go look at the profile. AI answers, stop losing clients, replies on manual chasing, AI cousin, helping tax pros and service bureaus, replace manual follow-up with AI. Right? Okay, perfect. So we're gonna do low caps here as a little trick. Your cover picture got my attention since you're targeting tax pros and service. So we're just gonna use the same words, right? Service bureaus. Love that it rings. Love. So it's kind of funny, right? I think he said that, like, targeting tax pros and service bureaus. So what you're gonna say? We'll put our personal opinion in here, right? Perfect. I'ma take a guess. So Facebook's very like conversational. I'm gonna take a guess and say you score clients in the DMs through Facebook groups and DMing them, or am I way off? Right, and DMing, we're just gonna put this like this. Direct messaging is what we're saying here. Right, on Facebook, we can just boom. So now we've gone straight to transition questions. So depending on how personalized it is, because we've actually gone and went in, taken a look at what's going on his business, and we can see like he has in his Instagram, nice, he has a big following on Instagram, like decently. Yeah, he posts a lot, right? So there, what's going to be really cool is, we got a personal offer from our website. What's going to be really cool is we're probably going to have a lot to talk about, and he's using AI for an industry that we don't target at FlowChat. We don't really work. We can work with accountants, tax pros, service bureaus. We don't do like booking appointments in terms of the phone calls. We don't do customer service bots. He probably is doing a lot more of that. So great synergy there. And then we can talk to him about outbound, because that's what a lot of tax pros need, is just more clients, and that's what we help with. Right, so awesome conversation here, and that's just from sending a friend request. I didn't even send an initial message, right? But now we're in a conversation with potentially a really good lead. So that is awesome from that side. We'll reload this, make sure he's in the right stage, right? And that's just something that you always want to just make sure people are in the right stage. It's going to help with tracking and everything. And look, we've sent 3 friend requests already in the time of doing this, which is awesome. So we're going to go keep looking. Colby, we're going to see what he said. We can go into messages. It's been a while, right? So the next message template would be I see by design, or as in like, yeah, it was by design. So obviously it said it's been a while and was pretty low ticket. I see. Did you change your offer to high ticket? Love that move if you did. Right? So now we have transition question sent. We're still like talking about the offer. By the way, I'm the VP of Sales at FlowChat. Just realized I didn't answer your first question. Have you heard of us? Have you heard of us? Just like that, right? Now we're in a conversation. Perfect with Colby. We moved him forward. Before I reload, I'm just going to go to Richard because I know that I'm doing the same stage quickly. Of course, would be crazy. Actually, so I would say, of course, would be crazy not to, right? We drink our own Kool-Aid. That's what I say all the time to our clients and to potential clients, because we've built FlowChat using FlowChat. 100K plus months simply on FlowChat alone, right? So interesting analogy. So I don't like, I probably have to change the prompt on this one on the back end, but essentially here I would come in and say, of course, haha, it would be crazy not to, right? Nobody wants to work with the plumber who has a leaky faucet, if you get what I mean. Do you use any tools and then this one was the analogy, right? Want me to tell you how the socks and business go together? Or should we skip to the fun convo? So you can see we're having a little bit of fun with this one, right? With Richard. We're still doing a transition question, and what I'm going to ask him eventually in the fun convo is, anything about like what he's doing on Facebook, the DMs. So DM conversation, that's where we're getting into, right? So now we've sent that. We're going to reload. We've sent 2 transition questions. We're then going to go in. We've had a message received, so that's going to be tracked on the back end in reporting. So now if I go in and I'll reload my reporting, I'll be able to see that. And then once this automation is done, what we're going to do is we're going to run the check for new friends here to just catch anything that for whatever reason would have been missed. So the automation is going to catch it. And then from there, we're almost done for the day. So we have a couple follow-ups coming up in 5 days from now there. Today we're going to send some follow-ups and like a post to these 3. So that's the other thing I'll do, is run this automation today and then run this automation. As you can see, that's why they're today. And then right now I've added maybe 4 people. I don't know if everyone has been added because sometimes they don't have a message request button, or I can't add them because Facebook I don't have enough mutual friends. So as I'm building this account, that's going to keep going up and up. But you'll see I'll probably add 15 people again today, right? And then next week we're going to bump it up to 20. So that's going to be fun. So I'll also run this stage in the background, another 6 to 7 people, which will take another, couple minutes, just not doing anything, let it run. So that's it for today. That's the messaging. Before we get into tomorrow, I just want to share, right? So we have 3 friend requests sent so far. No, the 4th one being sent soon. We have 1 message received. We have 3 transition questions sent, and then we have 1 booking link sent, which is going to be that email, right? So I'll share the email tomorrow when I do Friday's day, so we can see if once the booking comes in, take a screenshot of that. It comes into our Slack channel. So every time that we get a booked call, it's automatically, for example, put in here. So if I go, like this is yesterday, like 5:20, 5:14, 4, 3, 1, and that was a reschedule, right? 11. So you can see we book 10, 15 calls, 20 calls a day is the goal as our team. That as a VP of sales, that's my goal, to get to the team, or to get the team to get to there. Wow, I can't speak today. But that, there we go. So you can see like yesterday from 4 a.m. to 5, for 12 hours, almost 1 to 2 bookings every hour coming in, and that's through FlowChat. Some of it is like past people coming back because we've been doing this for quite a while. Some of it's just our newsletter, and then some of it's organic, and some of it we just started paid advertising. But mainly the big portion of it, as you can see, is book call by this person, and we can see where it came from. Right, so this one was referred, but a lot of the times it's like DM from LinkedIn. Right, this one was just direct inbound. This one direct inbound. So you can see we always go back and forth and kind of get an idea of what's happening. LinkedIn content, DM from LinkedIn, DM from Facebook, other, usually that's like still a DM. So yeah, you get to see that, and I'll show you the email I send, the response that I get from that CTO from Ginger's side, and then also the booking once it comes in. So that'll be all tomorrow, and then we'll go Monday next week and we'll bump it up, and we're gonna have even more output. So far we have sent about 80 friend requests, and we have about a 30% acceptance rate. Or no, sorry, a little bit less. We have 80 and then 12, but we'll probably get a couple more in because we're sending that. So still hovering, I think, about that 15% acceptance rate. We wanted to get to about 20, and that we'll see by the end of the month, especially once I start adding 20 people, it should be even more. So there we go. Have a good Thursday.